What is up, guys? Trollkin here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Draw Phase. Thanks, guys, once again for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Today's video, we're going to go a quick little review of three cards that came out, or three or four, today, or yesterday, rather. I haven't had time to do some card reviews, so these ones look pretty cool, and we got like some mechanics to go over. And yeah, so if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said before, if we ever get to 500, I'm doing a raffle and a free giveaway when that product does come out, that we're going to give a Proving Grounds box to the first 500 subscribers. And if we ever reach 1,000, I'm going to be giving away a whole entire booster box. So all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe. When we reach those milestones in October, when the game does come out, I will be giving them away. So let's get straight to it. So our first card is Pit Rookie for Orange, 2 rune cost for 2 might. When you play me, buff another friendly unit. I think this is great. I think this is what Lee Sin is like Lee Sin decks are lacking. Some low cost units that have some synergy with what the deck does. I think it's very straightforward. I think it's going to be put in a lot of decks. I think it's exactly what the color needs, right, for that particular legend in Lee Sin and even the champion unit. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a little aggressive. It can buff something else, and there's some trigger combos that you could do it when something gets buffed as well, with all the other cards that align with that type of play style. I think it's going to be like a staple in pretty much like any Lee Sin deck. So yeah, awesome, a great card. And our next card is a champion unit in Kiana. 5 runes, one of which gets recycled. 4 might, right? Deflect, which is always good, has some protection. Opponents have to pay recycle cost, recycling a rune to choose the champion unit Kiana with a spell or a triggered ability from a unit. So when I conquer, draw 1 or channel 1 rune. Yeah, the fact that you can like choose one or the other is really strong. I think Orange is lacking some draw power in the cards that are available at this moment. Ramping has like a decent amount of, but the fact that you can choose depending on the situation, like if you've been dropping bombs and they've just been getting knocked out, right, and you're low on your hand, you can just attack, put this on a battlefield and try and draw a card, try and dig into your deck a little bit. Or if you have like enough, you can just always ramp up and just play like bomb after bomb after bomb. So yeah, I think it's a great card. I think you can run maybe a one of in like any type of volleyball deck or any type of Freyr deck, with what they've been releasing lately. So yeah, even like possibly like sideboarding a champion unit like this, depending on the matchup, is also like a viable strategy. Um, but yeah, I think it's great. I think the Riot Games is kind of like focusing on, okay, so, well, I mean, they have all the cards, but it makes it so that they've really like have some in-depth thought about what is lacking in the colors and what they need help with. So yeah, great card. Can't wait to grab it and see how the game gets going with this in the future when the product is released. Definitely going to be playing like all the colors, and pretty stoked about putting this into a deck. And our next card is for yellow, for Mind. It is a gear, which is cool. I love gears. 2 rune cost, and it has 2 effects. When you play it, you get a 1 recruit unit. So, yep, aligns with Victor pretty well. And it has another cool ability where kill this, recycle up to 4 cards from trashes. So you can choose when you can just throw it into your trash, and you can recycle up to 4 cards from trashes. Okay, so it's not necessarily your own, right? But also your opponent's. So, if Jinx is keeps on digging into the trash for that super mega death rocket, you can put it back into the deck and have them fish for it that way. If it's becoming a problem and a threat. So yeah, it's pretty cool, like graveyard trash manipulation. I'm sorry, like MTG lingo, like I'll never, or Yu-Gi-Oh lingo, I'll never probably stop saying graveyard or trashes. But yeah, the fact that there's some trash manipulation. Didn't say graveyard. Trash manipulation is pretty cool. So it also kind of like paints a picture of like what's to come, like in the future. There has been some like discard decks, obviously in Jinx, but if they are making a card to specifically manipulate the trashes, then maybe there are going to be some more support for Jinx that like really involves like more discard or kind of pulling from the trashes. So the fact that you can take cards and put them into your opponent's deck, or even your own if you're just like out of stuff, is great. It's a great early game card, right? And you just have it sit there, and then when you're running low and stuff, or things have been countered, right? Like your grand stratagem has been countered or something. The fact that you can put it back into your deck and kind of try and pull it for the game-winning turn is also great. So yeah, I think for the color yellow, I think this is going to see some play. And our last card is a champion unit once again. 7 cost, pretty high, but for 6 might is fair. 1 Recycled Rune in Karma. It has Vision, which is really cool. When you play me, look at the top card of your main deck, and you may recycle it. So this lies with the gear, right? That we just went over. So when you cycle 1 or more cards, buff a friendly unit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. That has a lot of synergy with the gear we just went over. Yeah, Vision is cool. Always being able to see what you're gonna draw, you can kind of like have a game plan or start structuring a game plan of where what you're gonna do in the future. And when you cycle 1 or more cards, buff a friendly unit. So if you don't need it, and then you just put it to buff a unit, and then you can always get it back with what was the name of the gear again? I forgot already. Even though I just Forge of the Future. I don't think you even said the name. Yeah, so like there's some synergy in those 2 cards, which is pretty cool. So definitely like more so in a I think it's like Leona. Let's see here. Let's see what would be more accurate, much better for it in Legend decks. Not Lee Sin. Yeah, Leona is pretty good with it too as a champion unit. Because when you stun one of your enemies, buff a friendly unit. Okay, so I mean, it has some synergies. It can go like in a few different decks, but obviously you're gonna want to focus on more control, right? And yeah, I'm quite curious about this. The thing is, like, now that I think about it, dude, the cost is really high, right? So at this point in the game, like, is this unit really going to be doing things unless you're already head on the board? When you recycle 1 of our cards, buff a friendly unit. I don't know. Like, I'm quite skeptical now I think about it. Like, I love the vision effect, right? I love how you can combo with trashes and everything. When you recycle, you can buff a friendly unit. But that means, like, is it really worth getting rid of a card in order for that 1 buff? Whereas, like, there's already, like, some cards that buff cards naturally. Like some combat trick stuff, but I don't think in yellow, really. Yeah, so I'm kind of like 50-50 on this card now that I really think about it. Like, I'm literally just looking at these cards and kind of evaluating them as my first impressions. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like, I love the vision. It adds more, like, control to it, right? It's always been really strong, like, scrying or anything like that. It's been strong in Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to assume it's going to be strong in this game as well. However, its second effect for its cost, it is a 6 might, so it is pretty strong. It can go toe-to-toe with some things. However, the second effect is like okay at best, I think. For now, we'll have to see what comes out in the future. But yeah, so I'm gonna put my final thoughts on this card like on the back burner and see how it kind of like turns out with the other cards that are released. But still pretty cool. I just don't like the high cost of it. If it was 5 in the Recycled Rune with like a 6 might, that'd be better, or even a 5 might. That would be a lot more fair. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. You guys tell me. Like, what do you guys think? Hit in the comments. Like, is this good or is this bad? Like, I'm kind of just like 50-50 on it. And that's it for now. Yeah, I just want to make a real quick video on the couple cards that came out. Do me guys a favor. If you haven't already, and I know I've said this before, please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate your support. Don't forget about the giveaways that I mentioned in the earlier the video. And stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some live streaming right after this video, actually. We're going to play some Jinx, and so stay tuned for that. Join, chat, let's talk about Riftbound. I like that stuff. I'm gonna try and stream as much as possible. However, full-time job and everything is kind of difficult. But when I do, I would love to see you guys in chat. So thanks so much for your support, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Thanks, guys.